Okay, going live on Facebook and around the place. Let's try unmuting my guitar. Good morning, good morning. I moved my camera. I'm gonna try and look at you the whole time. Good morning, everybody. When you're down and you're blue and you don't know what to do, just write a postcard. When you're feeling fine and there's something on your mind, just write a postcard. Don't you know Grandma loves this show? She listens every time. You don't need a reason. You don't need a rhyme to write a postcard to P.O. Box 1252. Just write a postcard. 04098. Just write a postcard. Westbrook, Maine, 'cause Grandma loves this show. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Postcards. I'm your host, Jenny Van West, coming to you live from the Postcard studio, where it's always 70 and sunny. And today is no different. I'm just having a final time hanging out here with you guys. So what's up? It was a good weekend. How was your weekend? How was your weekend? Let me see who's here. Well, good morning, Diggy. What's up in California, man? Tell me, what's happening? I had a good weekend. I want to tell you about it. So Friday night, I was down at, I got called in to help out at an event at Mayo Street Arts, which is, I'm actually wearing the t-shirt today. I got a t-shirt for helping out at Mayo Street Arts. It's a wonderful nonprofit theater here in Portland, community arts center, amazing and beautiful old church with excellent acoustics. Anyway, it was Cambodian New Year. And I got to be there helping to run sound for that, and it was a blast. So I was really excited about that. And then last night I got to hang out at Blue, my monthly second Sunday of the month hangout at Blue, which is a wonderful local club here in Portland, Maine, with my dear friend and colleague and co-teacher of community guitar lessons, Aaron Seglin. So that was really fun. He's a harmonica ace. He plays with a band called 13 Scotland Road here in town. They've been together about 20 years. Started out in New Jersey, and they're making a new record out at the amazing Grammy-winning Halo Studios here in the area. So anyway, he was with me last night. We had a fabulous time making music together and laughing, talking about stuff and things, talking about birds, talking about chess, talking about music and songwriting and music theory and all the good things. So anyway, I have a new camera, and oh, what's up, Kayla Looney? Hi, Kayla. And yes, it was a good weekend. So tell me what happened this weekend. Even if it was just like I did my laundry, maybe there was something cool that happened at the laundromat, you know? So lay it on me. Lay it on me. If you're just joining us for the first time, we're so happy you're here. Let me give you a little heads up about what's going on. Oh, let's see if I I don't even have my ticker set up. You can write to us, P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine, 04098. I just went and got, I forgot to pay my bill, and they locked my P.O. box. When I went to Texas, I had forgotten to pay my bill. So, guess what the post office does? They lock your box. But when I went to get my mail today, it's all out of hock. It was all steals and deals. But I do have one piece of mail to open, and that's going to happen at 11:30. So we'll be reading the mail there. And write us a postcard, P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine, 04098. So let's see who else is coming in here. Yeah, oh, I see. Now the fun is starting in the chat room. This is good. This is good. So cheers, you guys. Good morning, good morning. I'm already talking 100 million miles an hour, and I'm not even drinking coffee. So let's see what we got here. So here's the deal. Mondays, we read the mail. We read steals and deals. Sometimes we get a letter from Grandma. Today we don't have a letter from Grandma because I think the lambs are still lambing over there and shearing and all that good stuff. But we'll hope for a letter from Grandma next week. And then songs and stuff. 11:45. We're gonna talk about upcoming guests. I'm gonna get my ticker ready here. I got everything ready except this. So let me just make sure I've got this. Today is Monday. Monday, April 11th. Oh, it's my friend TT de Baccarat's birthday. So happy birthday, TT. Let's see. And, oh, here's my ticker. Good. I think I got this. I think I got this. Save. and go. There we go. Let me know if there's an error in it, if you see one. I just moved my camera, so I'm getting used to looking up. If I look down, you get to look at my amazing mermaid eyelids. Somebody called them mermaid colors. And I've got new glasses on. These are kind of fun, so I thought I'd wear them. So anyway, the way this works is you write me a postcard. I'll read it on Mondays. And Thursdays I have interviews with cool cats from around the place. Last week we had Ruby Dice, who's an amazing young artist from Austin, Texas. She's working on putting out new music and just a dynamite songwriter, singer. We had a great talk about craft and about performing and about pandemic stuff and, you know, all the cool stuff that we talk about on Postcards. And I was thinking I'd play you a song. How about it? Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I wrote a song yesterday that I am going to play in a little bit, so I hope you'll stick around and we can have some fun with that. All right. Hey, what's up, Peter Van West? Nice to see you here. And Lamb's got a lamb. Yeah, how'd it go? Okay, so let's see. We got a good weekend, did some cleaning, eBay. Yep, good. And that's great. Lamb's got a lamb. Yes, the lamb's got a lamb. What's up, Judith Slyman? Coming in. Wow, we've got, let's see, we've got California. We've got Rhode Island. We have got New York City. And Kayla, I can't remember where you are, but let me know. All right, so let's do a song. I'm going to play this one. This is a new song, unreleased, new in the last couple of years. And I was just playing it this morning, so here you go. Said goodbye, there was no rift, just a shutting down and corresponding drift into another place and time. There was no rhyme, only a reason. Wished upon a star, knew one day our ship would fall apart. A betrayal in the night, there'd be no fight, only treason. Oh, we've come so far. Perhaps it's written in the stars. And every time I look, another word is in the book of our lives. And hold away the anchor to another port, another shore, another day, another current on the sea, another sense of what is you and what is me. All the ways you held me through, another door, another hallway endlessly, another lock without a key, another sense of what is chained and what is free. You never meant me harm, that much is true. But I never thought it all came down to you. In another place and time, there'd be both rhyme and a reason. Freedom is a right given at birth and taken by the gravity of earth. All the world looks blue and green, nothing is exactly as it seems. All the way the anchor to another another port, another shore, another day, another current on the sea, another sense of what is you and what is me. And all the ways you held me through, another door, another hallway endlessly, another lock without a key, another sense of what is chained and what is free. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. All away. Whoops, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Having some fun with the tape echo there. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Emily Hanson. I'm glad you're on here, everybody. It's nice to see everybody here, and I'm still working on bringing my eyes up. So, I had a little reset last night, and my topic today is making changes, and that song is about change that happens to us and also changes we make and choices we make. And one of the things I love about songwriting, I was just talking with my hubby about this. I write these songs and then they're loosely based in reality, things I've been thinking about, things that have happened to me, but also just there's a certain amount that's just kind of like this mystical kind of like download from the universe or something like that I craft into a song. And what I find is that they're instructive and they do tend to inform things that come later. And so making changes, this last song, the beginning of it is the year we said goodbye, there was no rift, just a shutting down and corresponding drift. And I wrote this before the pandemic. So when the pandemic came along, I was like, and I started playing that song a little more, I was like, wait a second, this song has this interesting, resonance with right now. So anyway, that's my song Haul Away. It's going to be on the next record. I'm working on figuring that whole situation out, as a lot of us are, and looking forward to the whole process and getting my head in the game. And having experiments with gravity, apparently, in the Postcard studio. So if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to Postcards. I'm your host, Jenny Van West, coming to you live from the Postcard studio, where it's always 70 and sunny. And right now, it is an absolutely gorgeous spring day out there. And I've been getting a ton of birds at the feeder. I put some suet out, and so I've been having bluebirds. First time. This is a big deal. We have bluebirds in the area, and we have for a long time, but I have a pair of nesting bluebirds in the area that are coming to my feeders. We've got bluebirds. Downy woodpecker's been coming to visit every day. I've got tufted titmice. I've got, we had a bunch of cedar waxwings show up. The other day I had a robin, and of course a bunch of little brown joggers called sparrows. So that's the story with our feeder. Pretty exciting stuff. Never had such a diversity of birds before at my feeder, so I'm really excited about that. So anyway, it is 11:17, which means it's time for Steals and Deals. I can't believe it's Steals and Deals time. Chirp thrills. Oh, thank you. That's really great. Thanks for the props, Dig. I appreciate that. Chirp thrills. Oh my God, I have to put that back up again. Oh, Kayla, that's right. You're in Texas. Thank you. So, Steals and Deals. So when I went to the P.O. box today, I got my Steals and Deals. There were a couple weeks worth because I had been remiss in paying my bill. I know I keep talking about that, but it affects you. If I couldn't last week, I couldn't get into my P.O. box. So here's the fun stuff we have going on. I'm going to start with my favorite, Market Basket. It's not my favorite place to shop, but it's my favorite circular that comes. My favorite Steals and Deals because of the graphic design. And it's Easter coming up this weekend and Passover on the same weekend, which doesn't always happen. Oh my God. Great but yeah, this is great. Totally. Yeah, actually, I'd be interested if you guys are seeing birds at your feeders. Let me know what you're seeing and where it's always interesting to see sort of, some of these birds are so far reaching and they go all over the place. So anyway, Steals and Deals. We have coming to us from the bakery section. Look what the Easter Bunny left behind. Easter holiday cakes, vanilla and chocolate, $8.99. Okay, I'm going to show you these because they're super cute. All right, so there you go. That's what you can get from Market Basket. Let's see what else they got. Egg custard pie, coconut custard, $4.69. That sounds like you eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, this is a new one on me. Gingerbread bunny, $2.99 each. What do you think about that? Gingerbread bunny. Is that trying too hard? Or is that a good idea? I can't decide. All right, and then of course for Easter dinner rolls, $2.39 for a 12-pack. That's a good price. All right, so thank you Market Basket for some steals. Oh, and you know, because it's Passover and I am married to a lovely Jewish man. I do want to say that probably, I wonder if they have any deals on brisket. No, but they do have deals on flowers. Okay, so we're almost done with Market Basket. I'm not quite done. These prices seem a little bit high. And I've actually found really nice flowers at Market Basket. I've got some there one day and they were super, like they do a really nice job over there. So, you know, you never know. So Asiatic lilies, 6-inch pots, $9.99. Spring tulips in a 6-inch pot, $5.99. And calla lilies in a 6-inch pot for $12.99. That's a little bit high, but you know, if it's for grandma or auntie or whatever, go to Market Basket, get her some calla lilies. They have pink ones. Okay, there you go. Lovely, lovely flowers. All right, thank you, Market Basket. Moving right along. All right, so this is a circular. I don't think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to skip the other. Sorry if you guys are Hannaford's or Shaw's fans. I'm going to skip that and do. This is a Keep It Local circular, and I wanted to make a point about these guys, the dump guys, junk removal. No job too big or too small. Okay, so if you got junk in and around Portland, Maine, there you go. Dump guy junk removal. On page 3, looks like, oh, garage, basement, and attic clean out, single item pickups, stuff like that. I've never worked with those guys, but thedumpguy.com. All right, cool. All right, so that's it for Steals and Deals this week. And what do you think about all of that? It's Easterween. Pumpkin spice bunnies. No, that's no. Gingerbread. Okay. Thank you, Judith. I have similar feelings, but I can't even figure it out why. Okay, birds don't come to my pub, but bees always visit, and I give them water. Oh, that's interesting. That's a great idea. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Kayla. Starlings, red-bellied woodpeckers, red-vented bulbuls. Oh, cool. I don't know what those are. I got to check them out, but I love starlings, of course, we know. Red-bellied woodpeckers in the trees around the house. Okay, I'm going to check out the bulbuls. I don't think I know those ones. Cool. All right, pumpkin spice bunnies. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, so, wow. Okay, anyway, having fun in the chat room. All right, so well, it's 11:22. Maybe it's time for another song. I'm just so happy to be with you guys this morning. If you're just joining us for the first time, let me just give you a little intel here and tell you what's up. You can write to us, P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine 04098. I'm still learning how to look up for the camera. I'm trying some new things. I needed some more space, you know. P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine 04098. I got my P.O. Box out of jail today, and so yeah. So anyway, I think I'm gonna step into this. We're talking about making changes today, and I had an interesting revelation over the weekend, which was that, you know, I've heard people say this before, but needing a change, you know, and sometimes change comes upon us and we have to just respond. Of course, we have to roll with it. We have to, you know, just adapt and deal with that. And that's a lot of, I guess, what living is about, you know, is adapting to changes because it's going on all the time, even when things seem relatively the same. There's always things going on with people, with places, with businesses, with relationships, always stuff. But right now feels like there's just a lot of change in the air, and part of that, I know for myself, is recognizing that with the shutdown that happened a couple of years ago, it becomes this interesting pivoting moment. And of course, there's certain things I'm not pivoting on. I'm always going to be married to Jeff. And I'm always going to be the mom to my kids. And my friends are my friends, and postcards are postcards. But what I'm just thinking about, like, maybe it's a moment. I feel like I need some changes, and I'm just trying to figure out what that means. It's great. It's a great thing to be able to have to be able to think about it. So anyway, I'm going to bring these pages up because I'm just learning the words for this. I literally wrote it yesterday, and I want to tell you about it. Good morning, good morning. Change is an opportunity for growth. I'm going to put this up here. That's a beautiful statement, Emily. Change is an opportunity for growth. And I love that. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you. How's Grandma? Okay, quick question before I sing this song. How's Grandma? Well, I haven't heard from Grandma. Let's see. Let's hope Grandma writes to us next week. She's been super busy with lambing in North Carolina. That's their bread and butter out there, is the lambs and the sheep. So let's see if we get a letter from her next week. Thanks for asking about Grandma. I'm missing Grandma too. Okay. So so this new song. I was getting ready for my gig yesterday, and I had a lovely gig last night, as some of you already heard, with my friend Erin Seglin, who is an amazing blind harmonica player, music theorist, chess ninja, birding ninja, like super amazing guy, one of my closest friends and colleagues, and he's in a wonderful band called 13 Scotland Road. Anyway, I called Erin up yesterday because he was going to be playing with me last night. And we're going to have a little hangout at Blue on my second Sunday gig. And I said it was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I said, well, good afternoon, Erin, but it's still morning in my mind. And he's like, oh, that's a song right there. And I was like, it's still morning in my mind. Baby, it's still morning in my mind. Anyway, something like that. And I thought, wow. He's like, wow, that could be a country song. That could be a, old sort of like jazz standard-ish kind of a song. And I was like, okay. So I sat down yesterday, and it just poured into me. And so anyway, here it is, and I hope you like it. And give me just a moment to find my way into it. Let my heart beat faster as you walked into the bar. Sat with me and drank a few and told me how you are. I never did forget you through the drifting mists of time. Baby, it's still morning in my mind. Way will lead to way, winding roads will wind. Now has turned to never, 'cause I'm not the cheating kind. But like the rose's petal, with a thorn forever twined. Oh baby, it's still morning in my mind. 100,000 moons ago you came into my life. Beside the lake we heard the loons and lay and talked all night. You never laid a hand on me as I wished upon a star. The daylight came, you drove me home inside your daddy's car. You said my family's moving 'cause the paper mill shut down. I hope that you'll still think of me when I am not around. You laid a kiss upon my cheek, a moment lost in time. But baby, it's still morning in my mind. The way will lead to way, winding roads will wind. Now has turned to never, 'cause I'm not the cheating kind. But like the rose's petal with a thorn forever twined, oh baby, it's still morning in my mind. Tonight my heart beat faster as you walked into the bar. You sat with me and drank a few and told me how you are. I never did forget you through the drifting mists of time. And baby, it's still morning in my mind. 'Cause we were laid to wait, and winding roads will wind. Now has turned to never, 'cause I'm not the cheating kind. But like the rose's petal with a thorn forever twined, baby, it's still morning in my mind. And like the rose's petal with a thorn forever twined, baby, it's still morning in my mind. And like the rose's petal with a thorn forever twined, oh baby, it's still morning in my mind. Well, there you go. Brand new song from yours truly to you. I hope you enjoyed it. And what's up, Toby Simmons? Thank you very much. Let's see. Oh, do I have a new Facebook account? No, I don't. I'm not sure why you're asking that, but I don't. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. What's going on? Oh, I ate a whole package of chocolate-covered chocolate marshmallow bunnies this weekend. Hey, thanks, Diggy. I appreciate that. So, well, listen, I think it's time for the mail. So, if you are just joining us, welcome to Postcards. I'm your host, Johnny Vamos, coming to you live from the Postcard Studio, where it's always 70 and sunny, and today is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I do have some mail that came in while I was away, and I did not have any postcards this morning, but I did get my mail out of jail. We had some wonderful steals and deals a few minutes ago. So let's get to the mail, shall we? Look at this cool package. It's from Eugene Ruffalo, one of my favorite one of my pals from a little while back, and we had a wonderful time on the show recently, and I think this is his cookbook. Let's take a look. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Eugene. All right. Look what I just got in the mail. A beautiful book by Eugene Ruffalo. Acclaimed singer-songwriter Eugene Ruffalo enters new and uncharted territory with Canto per Mangiare. This fascinating literary companion to his Italian recording of the same name reads as part cookbook, part memoir, part culinary treatise, and part extended liner note. For anyone with an interest in the musical and Epicurean charms that Italian culture has to offer, how they intersect, this book is a must. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you so much for sending it. And oh my goodness, already, look at this. Look what I just opened straight into. Look at that. Photographs. Canto per Mangiare. Super excited to get into this. Thank you, Eugene. Oh my God, this looks amazing. Oh! And it's got recipes, and yes, just as we talked about, I'll be sending you a care package, which I promised you a little while ago, and so I'll get back to that. And thank you, Eugene. So that's this week's mail. If you want more mail, here's a topic for you, making changes. If you have a favorite quote about that, or you have a little story about that you'd like to share, put it on a postcard and send it to me. P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine, 04098. Love to hear from you. So, let's see. Well, it's at 11:45. We're going to be doing upcoming guests. But right now, I want to talk about whatever song I'm gonna play next, which I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm gonna play next. So yeah, making changes. So we were talking about it a little bit already, but you know, I'm feeling like just overall, I've heard people say this before, but I've never actually said it myself. In a way, I needed change. I needed change, and I've been feeling that. I've been feeling that for a couple of years, and figuring out what that means, and within the constraints of life, is always an interesting one. Musically, what I've discovered is that part of that is just exploring new territory. Like, for instance, during the pandemic, I had a great opportunity to take some Zoom guitar lessons with Nikki O'Neill, who's a wonderful player from Illinois. I met her through friends in Los Angeles, where she used to live, and she's a fabulous player, incredible teacher. Nikki O'Neill, check her out. And getting some grounding in scales and playing leads and stuff like that. And that's been a really interesting process. I don't know where it's going. I know that I love it, and it's like incredibly wonderful and empowering. So, sometimes changes can just be, and sometimes changes are internal, a change of perspective. And I find that sometimes the best way to get a change of perspective is just go for a walk, like literally move my perspective. And, because especially during the pandemic, there was just a lot of time when we were just hanging out, feeling like it's always the same bit of real estate I'm looking at and that sort of thing. And Postcards was definitely a change. When I started that in November of 2020 and hosted that with a friend for a while, and then went back to doing it solo. And Emily Hanson's been incredible about booking us just amazing artists from around the place, some of whom I knew, some of whom I didn't know. That was a way of just taking right here and changing perspective. So anyway, I'm interested in your thoughts about that. How do you change your perspective on your own life? What are some ways that you do that? And maybe music is a part of that. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, yes. There's definitely been a slow stagnation creeping in lives. That's interesting. Yeah. And stagnation is a really interesting word because it doesn't just mean sitting still. It means that stillness has kind of like taken over and become something different, and maybe fostered some different habits, maybe not some good ones or something like that. I'd be interested to hear more about that, Dickie. So lay it on me. All right, so I think I'm going to play this one. I played this last night. Well, gosh, do I need to use my emergency pick? I guess so. I'm going to take the one that's off the wall here. I do also have an emergency pick collection from the Heartland Song Network right back here. I'm still learning to look up there. But I have this one that was on my mic for a while, so I'm just going to use this one, and then it's going right back on the wall. And my emergency pick supply. Here we go. Oh, hey, this is cool. Check this out. Naomi Rabinowitz is traveling in Sedona. She says hi. Well, hi, Naomi. Isn't that nice? Boy, talk about change and things that can instigate change. A trip to Sedona, that could definitely do it. That place definitely changed me. I went there. I had the opportunity to go there about 10 years ago. We took our kids. I can't remember the whole. I know what it was. Jeff was doing some flight training out there, and the kids were on spring break, and we took the opportunity to meet him out there, and we drove to the Grand Canyon, and we also stayed in Sedona. And there's so much hype about Sedona. If you're not familiar with it, check it out. But the power of the place is real. It's tremendously powerful. So anyway, this one's dedicated to Sedona. I would actually have fantasized about doing a songwriting workshop in Sedona. So if anybody loves that idea, let me know. And this is a song about making changes, but not necessarily knowing exactly how. I'm standing in this darkened room, don't know why I'm here. Some things that I once understood are not completely real. Night has made a silhouette of all that I hold dear. I'm hanging on to shadows, and none of it is real. Know that you are me. Can I touch your face? The edges tell a story of a world that's been erased. Night has made a silhouette all around the place, hanging on the shadows. And oh my God, I don't know where I stand. I don't know just where I am. It's a missing door to a promised land, a broken lock and the key in my head. And every little bit's a bit too much, and every little touch a bit too rough for me. Whoa, standing in the light of what's been said, the moonrise turning the sea to red. It's impossible to know anything. 7 times the blindfold, 7 times the light. Day breaks through my window and I'm still not seeing right. Caught up in the glare of all we thought but couldn't say. Can I let it go? And yet we've got to find a way. I don't know where I stand. I don't know just where I am. It's a missing door to a promised land, a broken lock and the key in my head. All right, woo! That just like combs out the. How am I trying to say this? Combs out the tangles in my soul when I sing songs and write songs. So, let's take a look here. Oh yes, Naomi. Oh yeah, that's so awesome. We had so much fun that night. Rory Kelly, the consummate posse wrangler in New York City, one of the consummate posse wranglers, came out to my gig with Judith and Naomi and like 5 other people. That was just amazing. I'd never met any of you guys, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it so much. It was really fun. And then I'm actually going to be in Queens Friday, May 13th. I'm going to be at the Queensboro with Johnny Myers, Paul Trust, and Seth Goldberg, my band down there. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be a 9 o'clock start. Oh my God. 9 p.m. start. We're going to play at the Queensboro. I'm really looking forward to that. I think there's this amazing dads group in Jackson Heights, and where I stay, when I go down there, I stay with the Nipes family. There's a dads group, and this will be the 2nd time that I've managed to have a gig on the night that the dads group meets. The last time was at the Ready Penny in Jackson Heights. I played at the Ready Penny, wonderful little bar, a local bar, and it was Dad's Night, and they all came out. It was so fun. So it's going to be Dad's Night again at the Queensboro, 9 o'clock, Friday, May 13th. So I can't wait to see you, Judith. Well, love you too. So anyway, eating chocolate. If you want to know what kind, it's my favorite. My hub's got this for me. Taza, out of Somerville, Massachusetts. Taza chocolate, T-A-Z. So good. So, well, let's see. Oh, Leslie, how are you? So nice to see you here on Postcards. I'm so sorry we missed each other in Austin, but next time. Um, so in answer to my question about, we're talking about making changes, and the word, Jiggy brought up the word stagnation, and a slow stagnation creeping in. I thought that was a really interesting observation. Um, so here's some little more on that. For myself, I can sense a monotony, but I know it's because I haven't been out of state or any events, but slowly creeping back out into more public settings. Yeah, we're all doing that in our own ways, in our own time, depending on our circumstances, our predilections, our sense of, whatever. We all have our reasons. The venue I was in Friday night helping out with sound, Mayo Street Arts, they're still under full COVID protocols, negative test or vaccine card plus mask for audiences, and vaccine card and testing required for all performers. So, and masks for the audience. And then last night I was at Blue, and they've dropped most of theirs, and they just still have, educational and warnings and stuff on their website, just reminding people to please be careful with each other. And I'll say it also, a lot of people I've noticed around here, I don't know if it's so true in warmer places like California and Texas and so forth, but here where it's still pretty chilly and so forth, we've got colds and flu going around. So the unmasking at schools has meant that parents are catching everything. Our kids are at college, so that's not an issue for us. But anyway, just take care of yourselves and stay home if you have a sneezels, okay? So let's see. Oh, yes. Hey, yes, next time. Thank you, Leslie. That's awesome. So, I think the rest of that piece of chocolate. Nom, 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 nom. Before I read the upcoming artists that are all booked by my lovely friend Emily Hanson out at Magnolia Road. She does an incredible job with booking. Artist relations lady for us here at Postcards. I have this cool little book. Some of you are in it already. It's the Postcards birthday book. I get these lovely freebies from an outfit called Modern Postcard out in California. I've worked with them for a long time. And so this is the permanent, it's got birthday, like permanent calendar kind of stuff. So if you have a birthday, I don't have any birthdays listed for April, except my friend Titi, whose birthday is today. Titi's an amazing artist, Titi de Baccarat. He's from Gabon. I've known him for about 6 or 7 years, and where's a pen when you need it? Good Lord. Hello. Anyway, I'll write it in there later. But if you have a birthday, please leave it in the comments or send it on a postcard to P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine 04098, and you will go in the birthday book. And then I'll wish you a happy birthday on the show. Love to have you in here. Okay, so now it's time to talk about upcoming guests. It's one of my favorite things to do is talk about how amazing. And like I said, Emily at Magnolia Roads does the booking for us, and she does an incredible job. So thank you, Emily. Thank you, darling. Last week, want to recap for a second. Last week, we had a fabulous time with Ruby Dice. Check her out at Ruby Dice Music. Wonderful young artist out of Austin, Texas. Wonderful songwriter, singer. Really good guitar player, too, and notable. And she's grew up in a musical family, but she's she started playing bass in church and then became a guitar player and started writing songs. And so if you haven't checked it out, check out our last week's episode with Ruby Dice. So coming up this Thursday, we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be having a great visit with one of my oldest and dearest friends, Gary Lemons, out of Port Townsend, Washington. Gary and I have a long history together that is all centered around poetry. He's also done a lot with community television. He's a yoga instructor, and he's published a number of books. I can't remember how many books now of poetry. One of my favorite people on earth. We're going to be talking about, the title of the show is Poetry and Lyric. And we're going to be just swapping some thoughts and stuff and things from across time and space with my very dear friend Gary Lemons. You can check him out. He's got, I think it's a Red Hen Press is his publisher now. I will give you a little intel here. I first met Gary when I was working at a nonprofit publisher out in Port Townsend, Washington, called Copper Canyon Press. If you are a poetry reader, you have probably heard of them. They've been around and they've won a bazillion and a half awards with all kinds of things. But I used to work out there, and that's where I met Gary. And then when I went on to start my own publishing company, I brought out 3 books of poems by various Northwest poets, and Gary was one of them. So published a book called Fresh Horses. So we'll be talking about those experiences, talking about poetry and lyrics and the relationship between the two. He's also a guitar dealer, which is kind of an interesting thing. So I'm going to see if I can draw him out a little bit about that. He's got a shop on Reverb, and he's got a local luthier that he works with. He's got a great love of guitars. So there's going to be some really interesting conversation there. That's this coming Thursday, the 14th of April. And then next week, one of my favorite new people that I got to meet down in Austin, Mandy Rowden of Guitar Girls, is going to be coming to join us on Thursday, April 21st. She's a dynamo, super cool cat, and can't wait to spend some time with her talking. She was around at the event, Grateful to Get Back, which Penny Joe and Emily, Penny Joe of Text Chromosome and Emily Hansen of Magnolia Roads produced. It was a really, really fabulous event, the 18th and 19th of March during South by Southwest. So Mandy Rowden next week, Guitar Girls. We're going to be talking about that, encouraging girls to get involved with playing the guitar. What could be a better thing to do than encouraging anybody to play the guitar? Excuse me. The 28th of March, I am not going to be going to Nashville for reasons I'm not going to go into, but I can't be there, which is a bummer. But April 28th, I am going to be doing a pregame Hoedown 7. I'm going to explain that in just a second. From the 5 Spot in Nashville, I'm going to be speaking with Todd and Travis, the owners of the 5 Spot. Mike Younger and Rich Mahan are going to be joining us with a song. And that's been put together by Emily. The American Roots Hoedown is a annual event in Nashville, Tennessee, at the 5 Spot and at Dee's. And this month, it's going to be happening the 29th and 30th and the 1st of May down in Nashville. Friday nights at Dee's up in Madison. Saturday night, the 30th, is going to be from the 5 Spot and at the 5 Spot, and the 1st of May is going to be a campfire sessions in a wonderful backyard down in Nashville. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing on this is all a way of saying it, on the 28th of April, which is a Thursday. I'm going to be interviewing the owners of the Todd and Travis from the 5 Spot, and we're going to have songs from Mike Younger and Rich Mahan, who have been involved with these very wonderful events put together by Emily of Magnolia Roads. And this is going to be number 7. The last 2 have been virtual. So here we go. So anyway, that's going to be wonderful. Then coming up on the 5th of May, Rock and Roll Moms panel. This is something we're putting together. Cannot wait to reveal more about that to you as it comes together. We're working out the details on that, and it's going to be a lot of fun talking to rock and roll moms around the place who, it's being a rock and roll parent. If you got gigs, you got records, you got this, you got that, and you've got children who are your most important people in your universe. It's a lot, and I know about that a little bit. So we'll have fun talking to them. Rock and Roll Moms panel on May the 5th, Thursday, May 5th. Okay, and then this is just in. This is a recent booking. I'm super excited about this. May the 12th. We are going to be speaking with Elsa Cross from Austin, Texas. I had an opportunity to hear Elsa and her band at Grateful to Get Back in March, and it was absolute. She's just absolutely riveting performer, and I'm super excited to speak with her. Elsa Cross will be with us Thursday, May the 12th, right here on Postcards. And then May the 19th is a TBA. We'll get back to you about that. May the 26th. This just brings us to the end of our spring season. May the 26th. Thursday, May 26th, we'll be speaking with a very young artist, BlueSkye, who's come to us through the Horizon Music Foundation in Detroit. Thea Wood out there hooked us up with her. Really looking forward to speaking with BlueSkye. So there you go. We have an incredible slate of talent that's going to be on the show And I'm super excited about and just to confirm, just to remind you, this Thursday, going back to that before we change topics and play one more song. Gary Lemons, old friend and colleague of mine, incredible poet, incredible person, multifaceted person. We're going to be talking about poetry and lyrics this Thursday, April 14th, 11 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. So that's the story. I wish you could see the floor around here. I have books, I have steals and deals, I have lyrics, I have set lists, I have all kinds of stuff everywhere. But anyway, it's coming up time to be done with our show. So I'm coming back to you. I haven't even looked at the comments because I was reading off another sheet. Let's see if we got a couple comments here. Let's take a look. Okay, Folk Goddess, Hillary Fox song, Stoffel was April 1st. April 1st. I want to hear more about that, Judith. Where was she playing? What was happening? Tell us about it. Yes, Elsa rocks. That is an understatement. Yeah, definitely. I'll let Rory Kelly know about this Thursday too, since she has Poetry Corner, so she can check out Gary if she wants. Yes, check out Gary. Definitely. Thank you, Kayla. Yeah, I know. Me too. Me too. And I'm telling you, like, this is my favorite way to meet people is on a gig, like booking other artists, because a lot of you are artists and you understand how it is. It's like you get super busy and it's hard to catch up with people. And so being on a gig or on a show in a lineup with another artist is a really great way to do it. But so is Postcards. We're so lucky, aren't we? Thank you, Emily, for all your hard work on our behalf and on behalf of these artists. It's just great. So let's think about one more song. All right, I'm gonna look at my. Yesterday was the day of things getting caught on stuff. We heard a crashing sound when the windows and doors were open yesterday, and discovered that a cat had knocked a mirror down and run across the house and knocked over a whole bunch of other stuff. I got the grommets of my boots caught in some stuff yesterday when I was trying to leave the house, and then when I went to pull out my set list last night, it was put inside my strings in such a way. Usually I put it under my strings. I go into, I don't know if you can see this. Usually when I'm getting ready for a gig, I get my set list together and then I put it under the strings. But what I did was I wove it in there like this. And when I went to pull it out, it just tore the whole thing in half. That was the first. So yesterday was the day of things getting caught. Let's see, one more song. I want to play this one. I've played this a few times before, but today is the day. Making changes. That's the topic today, and this song is most definitely about that. It's called "Living a New Way." I've played it here before. You guys might know it. And one of the things that sometimes helps me when I realize that I've got to make a shift is that, a half a degree shift in the direction we're heading adds up over time. You add time and space to that and you're going somewhere else. So sometimes the changes don't need to be big. Sometimes they're small, So anyway, I support you guys in making whatever changes you feel like you need to make in your lives right now. And write me a postcard about it. P.O. Box 1252, Westbrook, Maine, 04098. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why's that mama crying? Oh, baby didn't make it home tonight. I'm tired of the dying, just want everybody to be alright. Whoa, gotta live in a new way, 'cause we got some debts to pay. Yeah, I do believe it's time. Some of us are angry and some of us don't know what to do. Some of us are weary and some of us just wanna be through. If we can just let go of the hate, might not feel the need to dominate. If we could just admit we've been wrong, we might have a chance of getting along. Gotta live in a new way, 'cause we got some debts to pay. Yeah, I do believe it's time. Whoa, healing is a long road, but we don't have to walk alone. Yeah, I do believe it's time. So nice, it just might be some kind of paradise. If we could just admit we've been wrong, might have a chance of getting along. Gotta live in a new way, but we don't have to go. Oh my God. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's try that again. Whoa, gotta live in a new way, 'cause we got some debts to pay. Yeah, I do believe it's time. Whoa, healing is a long road, but we don't have to walk alone. Yeah, I do believe it's time. Whoa, gotta live in a new way. All right, well listen, it is time to say goodbye. I'm going to take a last look at the comments. I have loved hanging out with all you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. It's always a pleasure. And, shaking my booty. Thank you guys. Oh my goodness. Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Emily. I appreciate it. I do too. I appreciate that so much. Listen, guys, I am just going to say real quick, thanks for being here. Can't wait to see you on Thursday. If you're around, Eastern Daylight Time, 11. I'll be speaking with Gary Lemons. He's an amazing poet and he loves guitars. And we're going to be talking about poetry and lyrics in honor of National Poetry Month. When you're down and you're blue and you don't know what to do, just write a postcard. When you're feeling fine and there's something on your mind, just write a postcard. Don't you know Grandma loves this show? She listens every time. You don't need a reason, you don't need a rhyme to write a postcard. To P.O. Box 1252, just write a postcard. 04098, just write a postcard. To Westbrook, Maine, 'cause Grandma loves this show. Okay, lots of love, everybody. Go write a song or two, why don't you? And I hope you have the bluebird of happiness land on your shoulder this week. All right, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thanks so much for being here. Mwah!